Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for joining me on today's video. And today's video is a little different, and I am doing something that I have never done on a video, and that is to show you a technique. And the reason I don't do technique videos is because I have a monthly technique class where I show three techniques, and you make a card featuring each technique. And then you also have what I call a little cheat sheet that has the technique directions and a small sample that you put on the card of that technique. So that way, if you're like, geez, what was that technique and how did I do that? You have a little sample and the directions. And that way, you don't have to hoard the technique card and keep it and never send it out. So this technique today, I am going to show the technique, and then tomorrow I will show you the cards that I made showcasing this technique. And again, another reason I am showing this technique is because it uses the mother of the pearl specialty paper that is in the current mini catalog that is retiring the end of June. So I am not going to be able to showcase this in a class unless Stampin' Up! Brings this paper back, which I really wish it would have been carried over into the new catalog. Such is life. But I'm hoping on here you can see how there's like this shine to this cardstock, the specialty paper. So that is the paper, and in a sense this is after the technique. This is what it looks like, and I'm hoping you can still see all that shine that is on there underneath the color that I've added. So these are two. This has been, I did the technique and then I stamped on that, and then these colors, and then also this one is with the, both of these stamps were the painted poppies. So I will be making cards, and again I will show those cards on my blog tomorrow. But just a quick intro is you need the mother of the pearl paper, and you will need rubbing alcohol, and I always use 90% or higher. I just seem to like that the best. And you will be using stamping blends. So this one I'm trying to remember. I think I used Poppy Parade. Okay, I've got Sweet Sorbet here, but I think this one had Poppy Parade, the Granny Apple Green, and Tahitian Tide maybe. I was just playing around, so I did not write down my color combinations. This I think was Sorbet, Pumpkin Pie, and something else. I know I used 3. This I did with blues, because on this one I want to see if I can do something with the Waves of Inspiration for like a water, to give me a water scene, or maybe something with the Paradise Palms. I think the one with the palm tree, that stamp set. I can't recall that off the top of my head. And again, I don't know. I know Pumpkin Pie was in here. I think maybe this might have been Parakeet. This might have been Sweet Sorbet, Pumpkin Pie, I think the Tahitian Tide, and I'm not sure what else. Again, I don't remember. But I will tell you, if you are going to stamp on this, you need to make sure you're using the StazOn ink. So just that little tip there. And I said you will need rubbing alcohol. So when I saw this technique, and it was by another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I can't remember who. I think she was from New Zealand. Maybe, yeah, I think that's where she was from. And I found this technique by accident. You know how when you click on, oh, this, I saw this from this inspiration here, click here for their original post. And I had gone down the rabbit hole of click, 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 click. And then I was like, I have no idea where I am and how I got here. So I could not try and figure out the demonstrator's name to give her credit, but it was another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And you will need to put your rubbing alcohol into like a squirt bottle. I didn't have a squirt bottle. So I had this bottle, but the opening on this is, if I open it all the way, is really lets out too much rubbing alcohol. And I just had, my first attempt was just a giant blur. So I think I have managed to open this so that it's just a little bit, it's not all the way. We'll see. And then I also had this like dropper, and this seemed to work well. I also tried it with a spritzer, and that just put too much rubbing alcohol down there, and it just didn't work. And if you notice, you want to protect your work surface, and yes, you will have some inky fingers with this technique. You will also need a heat tool, and I want to grab a blue. I'm going to grab a balmy blue. Some of these I just used 3 colors, and some that I added 4. There's no right or wrong, and even if you use the same colors, the technique is always, the result is always going to be different for you. So again, like I said, you're going to need the mother of the pearl specialty paper, and I'm hoping that is still available. And I have my work grid down. I have, these are from classes, scrap. This one has ink and glue all over it. I reuse these for my purpose. When I'm working, I just fold it in half so that I'm not sitting my project in glue. And I also I have a rubber surface mat, and I also have that down. And again, you will get some inky fingers from this. So I am just going to start off, and you're going to use the brush tip. So now I'm not getting any, oh, this balmy blue is dried out. Let's see if I've got another balmy blue here somewhere. I'm gonna have to throw that one in the garbage. Okay, so let's try this one. Brush end, brush tip. So you're just going to start by just scribbling. Yeah, and there's the squeaks. Scribbling some colors. Oh, let's go with our sweet sorbet. So let's get some, and you don't have to color precise. It's fine to leave some open white areas. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this. I might go back with my balmy blue and add some more of that. And again, there's no right or wrong. And just, play and have fun. That's what stamping or any craft is about, is that you're going to have fun. And just, I with my cap on the floor, just see what you can create. And if it doesn't look right, try it again. It's practice. I remember heat embossing. When I was first trying heat embossing, everything looked awful. But it was just, keep trying. So let's start with this one, because it's not. So you're just going to splat that on there. And then you can pick this up and you can move it. And I'm going to bring in my heat tool. I don't think I have enough on there, but let's see. Nope, I didn't have enough, but you can see how it starts to move that around. So I seem to have better luck with this dropper. So let me do my dropper. And you can also take your finger, and that's where you're going to get the inky fingers, and you can sort of splat that around. Now let's see when we start moving that rubbing alcohol. Okay, and I still don't seem to have enough. So I want that to just blur a little bit more. And again, take my finger, see if we can get some right there. Again, I like that. I like that one. So I've got another piece. So I'm gonna see if I can open this up just a little bit more. Okay. And let me see, let's try Tahitian Tide with our blue in there. I think this might work out better than the Balmy Blue. A little bit more vibrant color. I'm gonna still go back in with my, we did Tahitian Tide. Let me grab Green Apple Green. Let's try Green Apple Green. And let me try some polished pink. And should I throw in this? Well, let's go back with our pumpkin pie. Who knows? It always helps if you look at the end to see if you're opening it up the right way. Looks like a pretty good scribble of colors on there. All right, so let's see if I've got this one opened up a little bit more. I think that might have been too much, but we'll find out. So let's turn the heat tool on. Yep, so we're going to go back. I'm going back with the dauber until I can actually find a squirt bottle that really works good. But you know what? I think I might, and that's dry because it's the rubbing alcohol. I think I'm going to add, and you can go back. Make sure this is dry. And you can go back and add more of your blends. I'm going to add some more polished pink. And I'm even scribbling on top of existing colors because it's dry. And I have my pumpkin pie. All right, and like I said, I'm going back with the dauber. I seem to have had better luck with the dauber. So let's start moving this rubbing alcohol around. Okay, and I am going to go back to my pouncing. I'm going to add some and with my finger pounce the colors. And then again, zap it with my heat tool. to still go back right through there. And I like that, but I want to blend this. So I've got a dot there. Again, I'm going to pounce it. And then I like that. I like that. But I'm going to go back with this one, and I want to show you one other thing with this technique. Let me grab here a paper towel. I want to show you. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can see it on this one. Like the circles, because I was wanting this to be like a water background. So if you've got a regular squirt bottle, not one of those, but if you go back and you just put some dots and then take a paper towel and blot that. Those are some pretty big splotches. So let's see if I can do a better control on that. And again, if you just blot it, it's going to give you like the splotch. It's going to pull that color up. So again, that is some adhesive on there. That is the technique with the Mother of Pearl paper, your blends, your stamping blends, and rubbing alcohol. So these are the ones, these are the two that we just made that I just showed you. And these were two that I'd made earlier. And then these were my experiment pieces. This is what I did first. So, and again, I stamped on these with Stays On ink. On one of these, I'm thinking maybe I'll do one with embossing powder. You can use embossing powder, but all of these I will make into cards, and I will share that with you on my blog tomorrow. I hope you have some Mother of Pearl paper. If you do, get out your stamping blends, find yourself a real squirt bottle, or like I said, I had this, I don't even know what I had this for, but I had this dropper. You'll want to use 90% or higher rubbing alcohol. You'll need a heat tool, and just play around and have some fun. And I appreciate you joining me today. Bye.